Hello and welcome to another What's Inside. Today we are looking at Herd Your Horses. This is a game for ages 8 and up, 2 to 6 players from Aristoplay. This is the 1997 version. There are other editions of them out there, and I believe there's one that's much more recent. But this is the one I've got. It's a pretty simple looking box. Alright, my copy is missing the rule book, which you can kind of see here. But all the other pieces are here, so we'll see what we've got. We're going to see 55 full-color horse cards, 4 horse playing pieces, 42 adventure cards, game board, the die, and I'm missing the rule book. And then also, the rule book had like a reading list. That was kind of a neat idea. But since this is for ages 8 and up, it will appeal to younger players. So let's see what we've got. I've got everything in Ziploc baggies like I usually do. And here's the game board. It's a pretty straightforward game. I got the board upside down, I think. You start here, and you have to work your way around. And there's different types of cards until you get back to the finish. So I believe that's the Green River Valley here that you have to end up at. So that's the board. It's pretty nice. The art's okay. It's held up pretty well. There's a few nicks in it from use, but it's actually a pretty sturdy board. It's got nice little marbling on the back. There's some soiling on this copy, but that's because it was used quite a bit. So let's take a look at our main deck of cards and see what we've got in here. Alright, so these cards have a different type of horse on each one. There's 55 of these cards, so let's get into them. On the back are horse facts. So that's kind of cool. If you know somebody that's into horses, this is definitely going to be the game for them. Especially real little kids, feed that learning. See on the back here, it's got the breed type, the breed, what ranch it's at, the color, different color family, marketing, that sort of thing. Markings, rather. Marketing, geez. And lastly, okay, so that's all of the horse cards. Pretty straightforward. These are actually really nice cards. They're nice and thick for the size, and it's really good paper quality. They did get a little dinged up from use from age, but overall these have held up very, very well. So let's look at the other set of cards. Alright, these two stacks comprise the adventure cards. There are 42 total. I believe it's an even split. I'm not 100% sure on that. But there's a total of 42, and we're going to look at all of them. So we'll start with the Mustang adventure cards. These are a little thinner. They're not as high quality, so these will get torn up pretty easily. There's no coating on these either. And these are just sort of event cards. This one's kind of harsh for a game for 8-year-olds. And finally, so these are the adventure cards. And now let's look at the ranch adventure cards. So those were the Mustang adventures. These are the ranch. And finally, so that is the ranch deck. Now remember, there's a total of 42 cards between these, so that'll make it easier to determine if you've got the complete set. Finally, we have our player pieces. We have a red, white, black, and yellow, and we have a D6. This is just a normal 6-sided die, nothing special about it. Comes with tons of games. So, pretty replaceable if it gets lost. It's standard white die. These, however, might be a little harder. The stickers on here are very unique looking, and these player pieces are a little odd, so they'll be slightly harder to track down if you're trying to replace one. And good luck finding those stickers. But they do stand really well, and they are pretty nice. They're decent quality. So there's that too. So that's what's inside the 1997 version of Herd Your Horses from Aristoplay. It's a really good game for younger players that have an interest in horses. You could play a board game and maybe learn something too, and just have a fun time looking at the horse cards. So if you know someone that's real into horses, this is definitely up their alley. It's ages 8 and up. Adults have fun playing this too, but it's certainly aimed at younger people. So I would say 8 to 12 is probably the prime age for this. But adults playing with their kids probably won't have too bad of a time. It's an okay game. So it's all around a solid experience for little kids, but adults might get a little bored with it if they're not into horses. But still, great gift for that horse lover in your family. That's just my take, though. We've seen what's inside. Pretty high quality pieces overall. I'm actually really impressed with that. And the cardstock on the horse cards is definitely top notch for its time. And I've given you my opinion on it, so that's going to wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future unboxings and reviews. If you want to help the channel in other ways, links are in the description and on the About page. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.